is May 31st. Welcome to Lofty May Vlogs. My name is Tracy and I am the host of the Knitting on the Float podcast. It is a very gray day in the Vancouver area. It's a little bit chilly. I've put the polar fleece on, but I just saw something really amazing, which I was able to get on this camera, and also hopefully I was able to get a close-up on my big camera. But just across the way there was a coyote or a coyote, and he walked all the way across the bridge from over where the Sea Cadets meet, where Nathaniel has his Sea Cadets, and he just walked right across the beach to right across from our home, and that was a really neat way to start off this last day of May. I hope that wherever you are ready to sit down and relax while I chatter away about the knitting that I got up to last night, and it was a good chunk. We are also going to go up to the loft and do another task, and I'm about to share with you the outside nature footage, and I'm so excited about that. So I'm going to put that right here, and I will see you on the other side. I'm hoping you can see just on the beach there, we have a very special sighting today for our wildlife bit, and two ways to say it. A coyote or a coyote is across on the other side of the river. I'll just call him Wiley. Anyway, there he is, just on the beach there, and he's fairly small, and I'm hoping that you can see him. But what an interesting thing to see on this May 31st. He almost blends in with the sand. You can see him trotting across the beach under the tree. I've grabbed my regular vlogging camera. I hope that I got some good footage on the big camera with the telephoto, but just in case I didn't, I wanted to make sure I captured this guy. So the coyote or coyote Wiley is just across the river, and he blends in. He's just standing still now. He's walking, and he's on the beach in front of the trees there. Greg has noticed a coyote around the past few days when we went out for a motorcycle ride. He saw it, I did not, and one of our neighbors has seen it. So this is the first time I'm spotting him. So a very exciting way to end off the month. If there were any geese over there, you would definitely hear about his presence right now. But he certainly blends in really well with the grasses at the front of the beach there. Did you see him jump across? He's looking at the raven. He's right in front of the yellow flowers right now. And it looks like he's gone into the grasses and he's going to disappear for a little while. After seeing the coyote on the other side of the river, I decided to pop out this side of the house, see what's going on the river, and I stepped out and said, oh my gosh, look what I see out my front door. It looks like the geese with the 30 goslings is out and about and up on the bank, and oh my goodness, they are getting big. Let's go over and take a look. Hopefully they'll stay there for a few moments. Aren't they all having a lovely relax today? It's not all that sunny, but it is nice to sit on the banks and enjoy a bit of a rest. I don't know if we'll be able to count them, but maybe we will try. Oh, I don't want to alarm them too much. Oh, that's the ducks that are, the ducks are getting upset, not the Canada geese. I see 2 in the front, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. I certainly see 26. I'm sure there are more in there. But perhaps you can count. And there's a few more over here too. Oh, goodness. My neighbor has the heron on the roof. There is wildlife all around today. So just out the front door, I'm at the end of the walkway on the shared dock. All the geese. And of course there are some ducks interspersed. But there's one more thing in the river. And it's the great blue heron. I don't think we're getting up to the loft today. I think it's just all about the wildlife. The game is on again. As soon as I got the tripod and the camera all set up, Scout went to the door and wanted out. We'll see how long it takes her before she wants back in again. She seems a little bit calmer today, so hopefully it won't be quite as bad as it was yesterday, but yeah, yesterday. Anyway, I am very, very happy to say that I have an empty project bag here. So my test knit for the Handmade Sock Society Season 5, Pattern 2, is now done. It got soaked last night while I was having a soak too. And I put it on the sock blockers, or I put them on the sock blockers, and they are now dry. So a little bit later on today, I'm going to, I find taking pictures on the island sometimes turns out really nicely, unless I get the reflection of the cabinets or the lights, but we'll see how photographs go. But I am very, very happy to say that my test knit is done. So beautiful. I'll be able to share it with you tomorrow. And oh my goodness, free needles are always a wonderful thing. All ready for pattern 3 in the next little while. And then I also have my yarn, and this is Gorgeous Wool Barn Plush Sock, the colorway Mist, and look how much it has gone down. She doesn't seem to want in, maybe she sees the swan. It has been an amazing, amazing wildlife day. It really has. First the coyote, and then I walk outside, all the goslings, and then there's the heron. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we see Bendy today. The holy grail that I've been trying to get, and I had some bits of video but they crashed, was the beaver, and the beaver had been across the way. A couple of times he's been in this section here, but I've not had the camera. So that's the one bit of wildlife that I've missed this month, capturing and sharing with you. But I hope that the coyote makes up for it today. Anyway, my sock society is done. Today is Wednesday. I love Wednesday because it's ukulele day, but I'm a little bit sad because it's the last ukulele day. So somebody wants in. It's the last ukulele day, and I plan to enjoy it and do some knitting. So that is my call to let Scout in, and you know what? I think we will go up and see if we can get a start in the loft today before Nathaniel gets home for ukulele. Yes, Scout, I'm coming. I was feeling a little bit rushed because I was afraid Scout and her antics were going to throw things off, and they did, because I almost forgot about beverage time. And I made my beverage, it is there. I need a cup of tea. So today I am, of course, drinking lovely Marks & Spencer Extra Strong, but I have a very, very special mug that I'm drinking it out of. And I've got to turn it this way because the picture is on this side. This is one of my gorgeous Julia Smith ceramics mugs. And when I purchased it, I didn't realize this was a gold leaf moon, but as you can see, it is. So a very, very beautiful mug indeed. I'm feeling good that the tasks are almost complete. So, of course, the Handmade Sock Society, the socks are done. I just need to do photographs. Upstairs, we are almost there. Just a tiny bit of cleanup today and a little bit of tweaking, and then it's just maintenance after that, isn't it? And that's the hard part. So for today, let us cheer to being almost there. And sometimes being almost there is sometimes more fun than just actually getting there. You know, that voyage as you're going, that's often where a lot of the fun has been. And I've definitely enjoyed taking you along for this ride of cleaning up the loft. And yes, we are almost there. I am going to miss sitting down with you each day, although I will say I will enjoy having a big chunk of my day back to work on crafting and things like that. So here's to being almost there. Cheers to that. I really like Wednesdays, especially because of Uke, but I do find them a little bit challenging, especially during this vlog series, because I am limited on when I can film. So I need to get a lot done before noon, before Nathaniel comes home for lunch. And then of course it's lunch and ukulele time. So I get done what I can, and then when he goes back to school, I get the rest done. So we're gonna try that timeline again today. And I don't think we're gonna get much done now because it's almost noon. And I was too busy going outside and seeing all the wildlife. And then we will finish up what we don't finish when Nathaniel heads back to school. A couple things that we're going to work on today are just over my shoulder, and let me share those with you. As it is the last day of May, you would think that we are completely going to wrap everything up, but we're actually not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the last couple of tasks, and then kind of like on those decorating shows, you know, the home decorating shows, the hosts, they kick the people out of the house and then they fix it all up nicely. So we're gonna get this little section here cleaned up today, and then I'm gonna kick you out till tomorrow. And tomorrow when we come back, hopefully this will be all beautified, and this will be all beautified. These won't be here, but I am going to give you a little bit of a preview. Yesterday when I was pulling out the patterns that I have for my cross stitch, I mentioned a pattern that I had done and I showed a photograph of it. I thought it was downstairs, but it turns out it was in Nathaniel's room. I've pulled it off the wall and I have put it right here. It's a beautiful framed piece. It's got beads on it. It's truly, truly gorgeous, if I do say so myself. Anyway, I am going to put that up in here. So, for the most part, the space is pretty much done, but we are going to tweak. So, today's goal, let's deal with the red basket full of stuff and the little sewing accoutrements that are here, and we'll get those cleared off, and then all the other stuff will magically be ready for you for tomorrow. Sound good? Let's get started with this stuff here. You knew she had to make a reappearance, and of course she has. Lazy Susan is back and will be starring in today's vlog. And what I'm going to do with this gorgeous Lazy Susan is I am going to put, because this is really not the nicest container, this of course is my cute, lovely sewing bit. I think I would probably put this on the windowsill, but things like my frictions and my sewing pencils and pens, they can all go into the lovely Lazy Susan. I have lots of little glue bits for the glue pen. I'm not sure where, probably the glue pen is in here. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to put things into the Lazy Susan that will hopefully make hand sewing a little bit more organized and a little easier to access. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. And I have lots of little hexies here. And my plan had been to use this after 8 container to put hexies in. Right now I have fabrics. I started doing a hexie ball. I didn't get too far, but look, I've got more glue bits. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see what I've got in here. These are Isaac when he was a little baby. That was the christening gown my mother crocheted, and she made it for my sisters. And when Nathaniel was born, or no, well, when Isaac was born, she put blue flowers on it, and Nathaniel also wore this christening gown too. And then Isaac's first Christmas was the last year that the local mall did the Sitting with Santa. They did an active Santa thing afterwards, so we got the Sitting with Santa when he was really, really young. I then have some hand-cut hexies in here. Actually, I think these are pentagons, because this is a pentagon, not a hexie project. Be patient. Good things come to those who wait. I guess I needed to see this today. That is in here too. So, and then I have a couple of pens, and these are for using with, if you noticed at the very bottom of the linen closet, there are 2 rolls. That's tracing paper, and I use these markers on the tracing paper. So I'll put those with the pens. Anyway, I'm going to do a little bit of straightening with these and more hexies. I have one of these hummingbird needle threaders, and I liked it so much I bought another one. And then of course I've got tons of needles that need to be put in here too. So I shall get to work with Lazy Susan. This is the blue thread that I use for setting up my cross stitch projects. I put the grid on so that I know when I'm doing counted cross stitch where the lines are, the center lines. So I will need that very soon for C is for cookie. Here is my little hummingbird needle threader, and this is actually really a great thing. This little lid lifts up and then you stick your thread on there, and then you're able to thread a needle fairly easily. Here's the progress so far. I have been putting things in the Lazy Susan. I have these fabrics here. I had done an English paper piecing course at UNIT so long ago, and last summer I was very lucky to be able to test out Jules Hill's Hexie hot water bottle cover pattern, and I used the Hexies that I'd made during that workshop and then made some afterwards, and this is my remaining fabric that I have. And then over here we have a few things left to put away. The cones are going to go in the box over here for the circular sock machine, and then I'm going to put the drill and the charger down in the utility room, and then the basket will go downstairs. Here we are. I have almost got this cleared. We still need to figure out what happens with the plate rack, and tomorrow this space will look even better. But I put the extra bags that I had, the viola, the loop bags, are in the blue dresser with the other bags, and then let's go over and take a look in the closet. Lazy Susan and the After 8 container that has Hexies is there. And then what I did was I ended up putting the carder at the back, and I moved the fabric forward, and then the extra fabric that I had is now in that top bin. So things are definitely looking good. I was mentioning about the tracing paper. Those are those 2 rolls at the bottom. If you have eagle eyes, you will notice that I didn't remember to put the cones away. They are going away right now. Well, I've done all the straightening that I'm going to do for now. That is part of today's task. That corner of clutter 2 is now clear, and I've got everything put away properly so things are in the utility room or in the linen closet where they are supposed to be, so I can easily access them. And a little bit later on today, I'm going to go up and spiffy things up so that tomorrow we'll have a full reveal of the upstairs space, and we'll also have a reveal of this beautiful sock pattern too. But for now, I am going to say goodbye. It's almost ukulele time, and I believe I am going to sit back, play a little bit with this project, which has missed me greatly. Continue drinking my tea because I didn't have much before I went upstairs. It's probably on the cool side, but I can deal with that. I am wishing you a wonderful, wonderful day, evening, whatever time it is for you. And I would like to say a huge thank you for joining me throughout the month of May as I have cleaned up the loft space. You have given me so much encouragement. You have kept me, accountable, and I've really, really appreciated that. And I've been loving your comments on the YouTube page and also DMs that I've had with you as well. So many thanks to you. We are almost there. We are almost done May. Tomorrow is June, and tomorrow is going to be a very, very exciting day, and I hope to see you then. Bye. And now I get to listen to ukulele, my favorite part of the week.
Play your music! No.
I am just finishing editing for the day, and I'm just at the part where I'm going through the ukulele clips and enjoying the silliness that happened during ukulele. Got some knitting done, which was good. But I wanted to include a little sound bite that Isaac sent me a while back, and this was from his first rehearsal from the production he's currently in. He's in Spring Awakening, which is playing in Vancouver right now, and this little sound clip has one of his solos in it. So I just wanted to play that for you. And then we will roll into some lovely little goslings, and then we'll go to the little end clip that I often put in, or the little epilogue. So just a different way to end the vlog today. Wishing you a wonderful one and looking forward to spending time with you tomorrow. I've still got to go upstairs and straighten it all up and do all those last little finishing touches. I've taken photographs of the Handmade Sock Society, so we're getting there. Anyway, tomorrow we'll be here before we know it, and I will see you then. Bye. That's really the best thing for him.
You're drifting to shore.
It's always lovely in a vlog when we have a visit from Bendy. And Bendy has come at the end of the day just before I'm about to start editing to waggle the tail and say hello. And maybe goodbye. He says, I'll see you next month. It's almost June.